Since early February 2025, Ukraine has launched new attacks in the Kursk region of southern Russia, with Ukrainian forces advancing 5 kilometers into Russian defenses southeast of Sudzha. While the purpose of these attacks remains unclear, likely aimed at reinforcing Ukrainian defensive positions rather than capturing more territory. The fact that Ukraine was able to penetrate Russian defenses is a remarkable feat. According to analyst Angelica Evans of the Institute for the Study of War, ISW. However, Kiev is still facing difficult situations in other theaters, especially with Russia claiming to have recaptured the town of Toretsk in eastern Ukraine. If confirmed, this would bring Russia closer to key Ukrainian defenses. At the same time, Russian troops are advancing on other strategic targets in eastern and northern Ukraine, such as Pokrovsk and Kupiansk. Many in Ukraine have expressed concern that Ukraine is pouring resources into the battle for Kursk while facing intense pressure from other fronts. This may be linked to speculation that U.S. President Donald Trump will begin pushing for peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. According to Ms. Evans, the territories Ukraine has captured in Kursk have no real strategic value, but holding on to Russian territory could be an important card in future peace talks, allowing Ukraine to negotiate the return of its own territory. Ukrainian political and military leaders have repeatedly said that the Kursk operation is aimed at preventing a new Russian offensive in the north and forcing Moscow to divert forces from other fronts. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has confirmed that North Korean troops have returned to the battlefield after a period of withdrawal. He also announced that hundreds of Russian and North Korean soldiers were taken out of action during the fighting in Kursk. With the recapture of Kherson in November 2022, the Kursk offensive was seen as Ukraine's biggest strategic achievement of the past year, boosting the morale of Kiev's army. However, President Zelensky also noted that Kursk could become an important bargaining chip in future negotiations with Russia, especially as the sides seek a diplomatic solution to the conflict. U.S. President Donald Trump has repeatedly called for talks to end the war between Russia and Ukraine. His administration said it was in direct contact with both sides to push for discussions. Despite the Ukrainian army's successes in Kursk, Russia still maintains a large force there, with about 78,000 troops, while Ukraine has only a fraction of that number. Ukraine's advances in Kursk are putting great pressure on Russia, making it difficult for Moscow to hold its defenses there, especially when the Ukrainian army uses superior technology such as UAVs and electronic warfare tactics.